The Tokyo Electric Power Company says in order to prevent a possible hydrogen explosion, it started to inject nitrogen into the containment vessel of a reactor at the disaster-damaged Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant on early Thursday. TEPCO relates that hydrogen appears to be accumulating inside the containment vessel of the No.1 reactor. The company believes that gas is being generated by damaged fuel rods and water radiolysis around the core. Highly concentrated hydrogen could explode when it reacts with oxygen. Previously, a hydrogen blast ripped off the roof and walls of buildings of No.1 and No.3, discharging radioactive substances into the environment. It plans to inject a total of 6,000 cubic meters of nitrogen. However, the operator says the operation may cause radioactive air or steam leaks from the containment vessel. It says it will carefully inject nitrogen over a 6-day period, monitoring the pressure inside the vessel. Meanwhile, a small improvement was seen on the work to stop radioactive water from spreading. The company confirmed that high-level radioactive water leaking into the sea from the plant was stemmed on Wednesday. The contaminated water was found to be coming from a crack in a pit near the No.2 reactor on Saturday. The water was assumed to have seeped into the gravel surrounding the pit and flowed into the environment. TEPCO injected a hardening agent known as liquid glass into the gravel. The company announced that the runoff from the crack stopped as of Wednesday 5:40 a.m. Japan time. TEPCO fears that the plugging of this leak may cause others to start elsewhere and is keeping a close watch on the facilities. Tokyo Electric Power Company says radiation levels detected in seawater near the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant remain high. The company says it detected 11,000 becquerels of radioactive iodine-131 per cubic centimeter in seawater around the water intake of the No.2 reactor on Tuesday morning. That's 280,000 times higher than government standards. Last Saturday, samples measuring 7.5 million times the legal limit were collected at the same spot. On Tuesday, the utility detected 24 becquerels of iodine-131 per cubic centimeter, about 600 times higher than the legal limit, near the water outlet of the No.5 and No.6 reactors. At the south of the water outlet of the other 4 reactors, the iodine-131 concentration had fallen, but was still 400 times the legal limit. South Korea's government has launched a task force to deal with growing domestic concern over radiation contamination following Japan's nuclear accident. The task force consists of officials from related ministries, including those dealing with foreign affairs and food. It will address the issue of the release of contaminated water from the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, as well as ways to secure food safety in South Korea.
Considering how close we are to Japan, it's only natural for South Koreans to feel uneasy. We can't ignore their concerns and will address them with strong safety measures.
South Korea's nuclear safety agency says the current situation poses no threat to human health. Russian Prime Minister Vladimir Putin has instructed specialists to continue closely monitoring radiation levels in areas near Japan. Putin made the statement at a meeting on disaster measures with Russian emergency ministry officials and meteorological experts on Tuesday. He said the situation at the nuclear power plant hasn't improved and that his country must be absolutely sure of the reliability of information concerning Russian territory. Russian President Dmitry Medvedev has urged the governor of Sakhalin to ease anxiety among residents by keeping them informed about radiation levels. Russia has been monitoring radiation levels at 630 locations in the Far East, including Sakhalin. Its aircraft and ships are surveying the atmosphere and seawater in regions near Japan. Russia says radiation levels are normal so far. Nearly 4 weeks after Japan's devastating earthquake and tsunami, the confirmed death toll continues to climb. It's now higher than 12,500. More than 15,000 people remain unaccounted for.